Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this series called Osaka, coming at you with some more Little Big Planet. And but they don't have our things. They never have our things. I don't know why they don't have our things. Our tags, I want those tags in there. But yeah, it's Little Big Planet today. Maybe a wee bit low energy, a little bit low key. I think a lot of folks got a lot of stuff going on. So, Umberkin, it is a pleasure to see you, as always. I don't know why they keep on taking away my tags, Umberkin. But they do. And it drives me unhappy. Like many things right now. Umberkin, how are you doing? Is life treating you broadly okay? I mean, considering all the crap that's going on right at the moment. Inhospitable is a horror. Flip car? It's flip car. I guess we could try flip car. Maybe it's gonna be cool. Yeah, probably not like high impact, high energy tonight. I think we're all husbanding spoons. They never say wiving spoons or wiving anything. It's just husbanding. Husbanding your resources, husbanding your spoons. I gotta clean the rust off of this this wee crowbar because I might need to use that again someday in the future. I'm doing alright. The amount of tourists worries me, but otherwise fine. That's pretty darn understandable, I would say. I don't think I would be super thrilled to have a lot of tourists around. Osaka's pretty quiet for tourists right now. I've been trying to do more walking, trying to ease myself back into some form of outdoors in the daytime, since probably whatever job I end up getting would be during the day. And we don't seem to have too many tourists running about. The very, very small things in life, I suppose. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the businesses would like the tourists to come back. I don't know how many people want the tourists to come back right now, but the businesses, I think, could probably use the dosh. We haven't played this before, have we? I guess we have no points, so we'll have to go with the doodle car. Alright, let's give it a shot, see how it goes. And we've got multiple tracks. Nifty. I have no idea how this level is supposed to play. L3 to move, X to jump. Okay. Got that. Press R1 to flip. Gotcha. Oh, well, that's pretty nifty. Excuse me? Not a lot of, like, headspace there. Alright, X to jump, R1 to flip. Don't flip here, don't flip here. Flip here. Oh, we could have gotten that, couldn't we have? It? Was that it? Oh, I see. Interesting. We got multiple stages to play with here. Ah, so that's not what we wanted to do. Not what we wanted to do at all. Fiddle Smurfs. Really though? Alright, I'm gonna give this one more shot. I don't think it was supposed to work like that. I'm fairly certain, not 100% certain. Oh, right, we could just stop moving. My brain meats are not like, they're not working really great today, I think. Hopefully that's forgivable. But I do think we're gonna bounce out of Flip Flip Car, even though it was a cool level. No question, interestingly designed. But I think perhaps a little bit beyond me at the moment. We have played some of this creator's levels before. Adele 22. Probably not the singer-songwriter Adele. Not 100% sure. Sharkfin 1985. That's a name that sounds familiar. Well, let's give this a shot. It's The Crash Site by Sharkfin 1995. Maybe? I don't know. Had like just a big dead spot there. I had no words coming out of my mouth. I don't know what happened. Completely lost the plot, which frankly I think is probably fine and slightly forgivable right now, but still it is a little bit embarrassing. This level feels familiar. Oh, it also feels very loud. Sorry about the sound jacking up there. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot I can do about it. The brake effects are pretty neat though. You gotta give it that. No. Eh? Are we climbing on the inside of that? Oh, that's interesting. I don't see that very often. You've kind of got to play around with the animations to actually get the sack thing to climb on the inside of things. What the heck is this mod view? I don't know. Is it good? Is it bad? I haven't really played with mod view. And welcome, Hive. I hope that you're doing very well today. Or as well as any of us could hope to be doing right at the moment. It feels like I'm in some kind of control center. Oh, that sounds very nifty. No, I kind of want to play with mod view. You think it would probably be a good idea for me, like, to check those things? But, I mean, really, who has the time? Who has the time to keep up with all these different views? Hello? Where do I need to go here? Right. Oh, Rabbits! How you doing, yo? And Dez! Slowly but surely, the gang is all filtering in. Oh, I see. We were meant to do that. I hope both of you wonderful people are very well. That is good to hear, Rabbits. See, now I knew that was gonna happen. Well, my dear level, what is it that you want me to do, exactly? And kittens! Well, we have almost got everyone. Oh, that's not a steel shutter door. That is, in fact, a ladder. Making banana oat pancakes. Got a few bananas going black, so get to use them. It sounds like you would want to have those bananas sorted like before they go completely black, yeah. Or else it'll just be mushy bananas. It's first time viewing a stream on PC, so I'm confuzzled by the power invested in me by Twitch. Well, I trust you, Hive. I'm absolutely certain that you will use that power for good and not for evil. And if you do use it for evil, it'll be the cartoonish but humorous evil and not the actual evil that the world has far too much of right now. Still not seeing what the gimmick is here, Level. There are two spooky boogies. Yes. There's one with O's in the name, and there's one with zeros in the name. Our spooky boogie has got the zeros. Level, you're making me sad. Why do you want to make me sad? Well, I suppose this style of sadness isn't the worst that could be feeling. So Random Lady is also a mod of this here channel. I'll have to demod her. I haven't actually thought of going into the mod mode. Well, Level, please, you gotta kind of work with me here, yo. This is not how it's supposed to go. Can I can't get up to those, can I? Stickers, perhaps? Also a lot of slowdown? I'm not on the stream for once, but more on the actual level? No, that doesn't do anything. I imagine that said... Wait, I've got a toy? Why do I have a toy? What does this do? Well, fancy that. Maybe they would have liked to have told us that before. Now what do you want, Level? Jump? Should I just jump to my doom? Okay, that's good. Good call. Glad about that. Do you know about Twitch moderation page? You just add moderator to the end of the standard Twitch URL, and you can bring up a more comprehensible view to moderate it. I did not know that. Rabbit, no, I appreciate you letting me know, actually. That's very fancy pants. And we are all for that? Mod view is pretty slick. I mean, it's sounding like it's pretty slick. I almost feel like I should tap into this power myself. It shows viewers, active moderators, channel actions, channel moderation tools like slow mode, sub only, and etc. It's super good. Oh, that's actually really cool. Not too much, Des. I've been trying to work out the unemployment thing, and that's been slow going because a lot of people seem to be giving me not entirely the right information, to be honest. Oh, we're gonna die. But that is something that, after I post tomorrow, I'm gonna do some more looking around on. I used to want to help moderate Twisteds from page appearances. can always turn things into emotes only chat. Let's not do that. Let's not go that far. Ankle breaker, unfortunately, my internet is not really strong enough to have multiple players. But welcome to the chat at the very least. It's a pleasure to have you in. The unemployment thing is definitely, if the not good comment was to me, Hive, the unemployment thing is definitely weird and confusing. Sorry about that, ankle breaker. I really am. I loved how the guy was just like, oh well, you just, first off you need to work this job for 4 more months. And then you could use the information for unemployment. It's like, if I could have worked the job for 4 more months, I wouldn't have needed unemployment then, would I? I don't think he appreciated me being cheeky. I didn't think I was being particularly cheeky, by the way. What? Oh, crumbs. Nope, that's not, no. Oh, jeepers. I can't use them both at once. The thing is, like, this is the thing that the guy was telling me last time is very much to the opposite of what the woman I first spoke to had told me. That's what's got me head kind of done in. What is it that I'm not seeing here? Oh, jeepers. If you continue working, you can apply for unemployment. If I continued working, I wouldn't be unemployed. Right? That's kind of like where I'm at. Oh. For Pete's sake. I don't know who this Pete person is, but for their sake, can I just zap the ground? Oh wait, what? What just happened? Whatever, it worked. That's all I care about. At the very least, unless I screwed something up, which is always possible, I should be getting that stimulus this week, which is good because I'm kind of out of smokes, and that's a problem. Now, I know that you could legitimately say that that's not a problem, but it is in fact a problem. Eh? Nani? Nani, nani? Well, what? Was do you want? Not to do that. That's probably first keys. Don't do that. There is a power-up, and Hiruna, welcome, welcome. I'm overshooting my jumps again. How you doing, Hiruna? Is life treating you relatively okay? Thank you, kittens. I appreciate... Someone knows the ineffable pain. Oh, Sue! How you doing, Enigma? I think that's what they're going for, Enigma. It seems like a pretty good call on that one. And that is why I am succeeding. I don't even know what that was. That didn't make any sense at all. Alright, I'm gonna get up on this block. Because that's what the cool people do, is to get up on the blocks. Alright, those are gonna be bad. And by bad, we mean probably not good. It's a guess, but... excuse me? You can't just... You can't... Oh. No! Crumbs! It's like a freezy gun. Oh wait, definitely different. Sorry about that, Hype. I got back into making stuff in LBP3 and I updated PaintFair Game Plaza with 4 new toys. I saw a little bit about that on LSRS. We should boot up Game Fair. One of these days I would really love to play Game Fair multiplayer, but I don't really think that's in the offing. Oh, I see. Tricky. Oh, come on. This is... I'm thinking something is a little bit off with the layers here. It's a guess. I don't know for certain. We dropped that. We grabbed the barnacles. Well known, the lava barnacles. Now, it would appear that we want to drop below. But at the same time, like, I don't know if there's anything... Like, we tried to do that last time. Local multiplayer works like a charm, and I've heard other people having a ton of fun too. I think, you know, it's probably mostly just my connection, and it being not particularly great. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Drop down. Good. Grab it. Yes. Wonderful. Warmer, softer, better. That's it. Oh, you... Okay, so we got it that time. Not very well, but we did get it. I don't know why we didn't do that the first time, though. I mean, it seemed like we were in the right place, right? It's very hard to tell. Everything is confusing, my brain meats don't like it? God damn it, I swear. I mean, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it to heck. It's okay. I do think that the level is, for the most part, pretty good. There was that one bit that was a little bit wonky, where we had the... Okay, that's cute. Where we had the really big slab of lava. Well, I'm glad somebody does Enigma. It is appreciated. It's kind of weird though, the way that... Like, I should have only dropped forward one layer, and it seemed like I dropped past where I could grab. It's the sarcasm. It's like the abyss of sadness. It is, and it's also, like, quite loud. Cute. At least I figured out what the fans are doing, which is actually... It's, unfortunately, kittens, you can't really change the in-game audio, and some people, they set their music far too loud. Thank you, I appreciate it. It is one of the things, and this comes up in dreams as well, but like, I think, what the hell, you know what, bugger this. Bugger this for a game of soldiers. Um, I think that people make levels and creations on their TV, and it sounds fine to them. Um, it would have helped if there was an R1 point there. Des, absolutely. And I think that maybe folks forget that it's not going to necessarily sound fine for everyone else. Yeah, this one at the very least, it did have some like R1 and L1 signage to let you know that you could climb things. But there was definitely something weird in that last little bit. I don't want to do a horror level, they never were. What are we trying? I did do an episode like a while back about different ways to do signage in levels. Marky, it is a pleasure to see you, yo. How are you doing today? Oh, it's a survival challenge. That should be a hoot. Cliffside coals in an old factory attached to the side of a jungle cliff. Because, I mean, those are two great tastes that go great together. You must nimbly avoid the hot coals and collect points. Stay alive as long as you can. Yeah, you don't know, I don't think that's wrong. Your daughters are being hard work today. I'm sorry to hear that, Marky. Marky's daughters, stop giving your doll such a hard time. And Zogatar, it's a pleasure to see you as well. And in early, no less. Oh, crumbs! But I do love this song, so there's that. No, this wasn't the song that made me buy the game, but it is still a good one. That was Sleepyhead. Folks are all showing up tonight. I'm really glad. So there's a lot of stress. I'm kind of glad to see folks and be able to check in with folks, and so everybody's doing relatively well. The gang is pretty close to being all here. The only person we're missing is Spooky. And I know that Spooky's got the eye thing going on, so I'm certainly not gonna push him to show up. I'm playing Moonlighter. I got it yesterday, 66% off Steam. I recommend it to you all. I've heard some good things about Moonlighter. Is it... Well, I mean, I can't, like, actually buy anything at the moment, but oh fudge. You feel it's definitely worth the, it's worth the dosh outlay? Because that might very well be something to look into for me. Eh? Nani? 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 What? Why did I die? I should take a peep at that. Was ist Moonlighter? I did get 18. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Alpy! Yo! Home money! Everyone, but also possibly everyone and their mom, are showing up. It is wonderful to see you, Alpy. I hope that you are doing very well. Skulls for the Skull Throne. How about Skulls for the Skull Girls? How about that? Moonlighter. Yeah. I will leave that to pick up. Wait, Who is... Wait. Hudunda said... Ah... Oh no... Enigma. It's LBP3 is a family-friendly stream, so let's not with the four-letter words. I feel like there's like 12 things going on at the same time. Don't worry about it, Enigma. I scrubbed the message, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, I don't understand why, but like the tags that should be underneath the stream title keep on disappearing, because it should say family friendly and LGBT plus, which it does not, because Twitch sucks. Do you have a new level out, Hirunda? These are the problems of being a likeable streamer, so many chatters. Oh, it could be much worse. Now it's about questionable mining techniques. Those questionable mining techniques, when will they ever learn? This music is really loud too. LBP3 creators, get your stuff together! Is it normal that I got a level idea that was so freaky I couldn't sleep because of it? No, but I am intrigued. And very much so, monkey bars. Intense music is definitely, probably over intense, just slightly. Why? Kronos, you are here. You're the last piece. You're the key in the puzzle that is the lock. It's very good to see you. I was a little bit worried. How are your eyeballs doing? Are they still like in your brain? Oh, you are absolutely right. We do need to summon the Patchet. I've never been into spooky stuff, and now this whole story just popped in my head. Well, that's kind of cool. Alpi? See if you can at least get down some notes for it, because that sounds like it would be pretty interesting. We can assemble to be Captain Planet. Can we, like, can Captain Planet fight rioting police? Because I think that would be, like, I mean, I think Captain Planet would be down with that. Still pretty bad, but less bad. Unsurprisingly, it's led to zero progress in LBP3. It's completely understandable. When you're able to do it, you'll be able to do it. We got a busy one here tonight, Kronos. I have this I have this memorized. Wow, I didn't realize. Oh, it's not floaty fluid, but it's 0G. The kids programs, the jingles, they do certainly come back. This is a test message so I can learn how deleting messages works on PC. Gotcha, Hive. No worries. There was a weird lack of denouement in that level, although I do really think I liked the level a fair amount. Like, it might just be that because I'm the actual streamer, Hive, but next to folks' names, there's 3 symbols. You've got a ban, a timeout, and a trash. And the trash is just what I've been using to delete messages. Oh! Here, let me throw you something to test with, Hive. Although, maybe if I said it, like, can my own message get deleted? Well, we'll find out. I did somehow get done on the drawing side. I did see your drawing a couple days ago. Working on the last one right now, actually. Good. You cannot delete the broadcaster's messages. Oh my god, I am so sorry. Your favorite movie doesn't suck. That was honestly just a test. There you go. See if you can jump on that one, Hive. Enigma's putting it all out there for you. There you go. Cool. Alright, it works. Thank you, Enigma. Helping us all learn. I don't think I have a favorite movie. That's okay, Rabbit. I trust your opinion exactly as much prior to that statement as I did after the statement. Why do I feel like this is familiar? Everything feels familiar, like we've been here before. Oh god. Why? Alright, well the faster that we finish this, the faster that we don't have to listen to this music anymore. It turns I have to right click on her name and a weird slider shows up, and I pick between ban on one end, various degrees of timeout, purge, and delete. Interesting. Actually though, I do have a fairly high degree of trust for Rabbit Enigma. Rabbit's opinion has always been one that's been informative and educative. The dialogue wasn't powered straight from the magic mouth, could have saved the awkward silence. I figured that's what had happened, yeah? Use timers. Must I? Oh, I see what they want me to do. Aside from the over loud music, it's not actually that bad. Oh, crumbs. Wait, hold on, where do I go? Who's calling who out now? I've got history with my chat. I know my chat. Which is why I'm eagerly awaiting Hive's Hellraiser 2 write-up. I'm exceedingly excited about that. There's a loading bar in the middle of the room. Only just saw that. It could have been, I think, a little bit brighter. But I think that's why they gave us the hint text to use the timers. Because probably a lot of people... exceedingly... Probably a lot of people missed that. Grabbable ground, that's never my favorite. They do... Nobody ever, like, sets the volume sliders right. This is a constant thing that happens, Hive. You can adjust the volume of the individual instruments that you use for the composer tracks, but I think that nobody does. Well, not nobody. I've played composer tracks I've played levels with composer tracks that were well balanced. This is not one of those levels. Okay, good. I thought we were stuck behind the dealie there. I just tend to crank it down to 40 to 50% when I use them. In my hubs, I've usually got it to about 75 to 80%. Oh, come on. But that's mostly because of the way that Share Factory will prioritize the voice over audio. So if I don't have them at least a little bit cranked up, you won't be able to hear my voice. Or you won't be able to hear the cameras. Why? Disco. It's because I read camera at the same time I was talking. You won't be able to hear the music in the hub. That's what I wanted to say. Words hard. This is way too early for words hard, by the way. %, camera zone is best camera zone. I'm trying to remember if the levels that I played... Well, I mean, yeah, Kronos has used other composers' work, and has cranked those down. What is this? What madness is this? But not only Kronos's paragraph and tuned out. Are there other abilities here? Oh, I can make cake. Well, fancy pants. I'm very much about making cake. Not that I've made cake in probably 17 years, but I support the making of cake. I guess is what we're going for here. Thinking about it, I'm not too interested in having favorite media properties. That's fair. Rabbit. It's not like really any particular need to. In a platformer, you should avoid using text to explain your obstacles at all costs. That's actually a pretty fair pull, Kronos. If you can explain what folks are supposed to be doing environmentally, I think that's usually going to have a better result. I would absolutely check out your new level, Alfie. Axel! I thought we were gonna die. Oh, I've had... I don't think I've made cake since the last time I was in the States, since I was living in the States. Yeah. What did we find? I wasn't paying attention. I guess we could die and start that section over again, Zog. If you use a sign that says wait to wait for an incoming platform, it's a surefire way to lose momentum. Oh, we picked up 21. That's not so bad. We're falling in the leaderboards, but... Alfie, what is the, Augusti Grove. Gotcha. We will check this out. Surely it will be fantabulous. I'm not sure I've played a disappointing Alpi level yet. Oh, did you know, Hirunda? It's not the longest level I've ever made, but it sure is the prettiest. Sounds pretty good. I can definitely be down with that. Humble brag. You don't have to humble brag. You could just brag, Alpi. Just throw it out there. You've definitely impressed us with your work in the past. I do like the track. Is this another of the... Hello? Is this another one of the Loco Roco theme levels? And will there be any blue apples? Nope, this is just yours. In such a tight community, humble brag is necessary for survival. Sometimes it's okay to brag, Kirunda. That's not a bad call, Rabbit. It's kind of a memories-inducing song. You know, it's so seldom that we actually see the hairdryer. I'm trying to think of this or... And we're back. I think we're back. Did it work? Yosh! Yatta! I didn't think that was gonna work, actually. Thank you so much. Everyone, this was a really weird one. Like, suddenly it said that I couldn't use the Wi-Fi unless I logged in as an admin, which I don't even know how to do, because, like, it doesn't accept any of my passwords. So I just shut everything down and put it back up again, and I guess that's all we needed. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you sticking around, because I really wasn't sure if that was going to work. This is, it has happened once before, but it's a bit of an unusual error. Oh. Oh. A bit of an unusual error for, Oh, we got timers. Okay, let's... Nope. Nope, we have no time. Yosh. Nosh. Curses. They stop burning until this stream. Are we... am I cursed? Kronos, have I cursed your eye meats? Because if I have, I really do apologize. Honestly, I had nothing against your eye meats. Oh, you bugger. Did I lose it? Do I still have it? There we go. They're literally fine all week until just now. Huh. Nosh is just with me and Honey Bunny. Kind of joking off of... Well, what is it? It's not Shaun of the Dead, it's the other one. Hot Fuzz. Where the character's got, the Yarp. Thank you so much, Des. And, when... Oh, what's his name? The main character is trying to impersonate. And he's got a no answer. And he can't think of what to say, because he's only ever heard the guy say Yarp. He's like... Narp? These streams are definitely cursed. I said the wait side example earlier and tanked the stream. See, these things happen. I'm glad because I did a terrible job of describing it. Now, this is interesting. Alpi, do you have us, are we looping back? Because that would be kind of cool. Or did I accidentally break something? Okay, so we are looping back. Good, good. But where do we want to loop back to is our question. Is the hairdryer blowing me down? Is that why I can't get back down in here? Oh, I gotcha. Well, perhaps they'll come back to you, Kronos, and if they do... By the way, I like that really close jump. If they do come back to you, you can always drop them in LSRS. I see. That works, that works. The only thing I might have done, Alpy, is kind of close off the ability to go all the way back to the beginning, or like as far back as we did. But that's like a bit of a minor one. Mostly just so the player doesn't think they've missed a switch or something. I like those rotating point bubbles, by the way. Thought that was nicely done. Oh. Hopefully we didn't need to have that hairdryer anymore. Because we don't have it. Fiddle Smurfs? We done dropped the hairdryer when we needed it, top of my head. There we go. It starts off pretty solid though. Starts with wind elevator and immediately expands upon that with platforms carried by that same material. Yes, yes. Well, that's cute. I like that. So we got the Pokemon Black and White song, but we didn't get the Kiss from a Rose song. I don't know how I feel about that. But I enjoyed myself, Albie. Not over long, it did not overstay its welcome. Which is, honestly, often appreciated. There are some levels that kind of just drag on a bit. Yes. And those kinds of cooldown levels, Hidund, I do think are fairly important to the experience. I don't think we can lay everything at Seal's feet. We closed our wedding on the Silent Hill theme song. I suppose that one's not very romantic either. Oh, so. I didn't realize that, Alfie. I have never played, well, I haven't played any of the Pokemon beyond Gold, Silver. Slightly, unfortunately. It is nice looking, isn't it? I mean, I did enjoy Gold, Silver. Absolutely. Couldn't throw too much shade its way, but it is quite long ago at this point. I think I'm well beyond, or well behind, excuse me, not beyond, well behind all the Poke meta. Achha. As a Pokemon fan, I can admit the games aren't the greatest thing ever. Okay. I would, like, someday like to be able to play the, excuse me? What was that all about? I would like to play the sword shield. That was very odd. Gen 2 is where it's at. Black and white is very cool. Is black and white the one that takes place in kind of the sort of Hawaii? Like the semi-tropical place? Because that's the one that's got the toxic muck on it. And I think the toxic muck is pretty stylish. Oh, fudge. The Hawaii one is sun and moon. Gotcha. Did I get lost? I feel like I got lost. Okay, no, just go this way then. No. Black and white is Francish. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that at all. The one in France, but not really, is XY. Wait, the one based on the US, do you go to Milwaukee? Like, do you drink a lot? Because, I mean, the Milwaukee experience, unless you're drinking a lot. What the why are you broke? As Poe would say, why is my life a joke? Black and white as USA-centric with New York City as a main city. Gotcha. I don't even know, like, there's a whole thing here that I'm missing. Oh, that was weird. Whatever. I think we broke something. I'm perfectly okay with breaking things. Honestly, I kind of feel like I need to be doing it more often. Which Pokemon is the Pokemon that has the electric squirrel in it? Was it Pikachu? No, that's not right. Something Risu. I've been a Pokemon fan since I was 4 years old, but my first game was actually XY. Pachirisu. Because, I mean, I Diamond and Pearl. I would have to main Pachirisu is the thing. It's just kind of, it's almost contractual, really. I wonder if you could pull like a full squirrel and squirrel adjacent team. I don't really know if there are enough, but there's basically 6 billion Pokemon right now. One for everyone on the planet, so there should be a whole slew of squirrels at this point, right? Excuse me? Is that supposed to happen? Probably. I made the Pokemon battle theme in LVP. There's 888 Pokemon. Wait, that's not a joke? Like, there are actually only 888 Pokemon? Because I thought there were probably a lot more than that. It'd probably take up the entire, like, chat for about 4 pages, so you could send it to me in Discord, though. I'd be more than happy to take a peek. I should check to see if Logleech has got, like, updates on their Pokemon review. Because I kind of like their look at the Pokemon art styles. Why would you do that to me? What exactly... What have I done to thee? Prithee tell, why dost thou hate me so? Oh, because it's a trap, that's why. Buggery. Just Control C, Control V, the entire text list of the Pokemons in the chat. Don't, though? Maybe let's not do that? Personally, I didn't like Sword and Shield all that much. I loved playing through it, but after beating it, it felt just kind of bland. Interesting. I thought, like... Alright, I wasn't expecting it to end there, but... Like, aren't there raid battles and event type stuff in Sword and Shield? My opinion might change after the DLC releases in a week or two, though. Ooh. Also, Paint Fair Game Plaza. This is true. We'll take a look at your new guns. I will duel. I think it's probably basically guaranteed that I duel. I don't really care for the raid battles. Okay. I think that would definitely color your perception of them. Let's see. No! You don't worry about it. I would like to take a look at the new guns, so... We're perfectly happy to take a quick look. Do we need to go to the... like the debugging room to check out these guns? Or are they just in your regular set already? Started to sketch, but it took 4 times longer due to the eye burning. Are you, not to be den mother, but like I kinda have to. Are you giving your eyes enough rest, Kronos? Like you're not overstraining them? Yay! Absolute yay! I'm gonna check out the new firepower here. If I recall, one of them is called Gun. Well, as I've been saying these past couple times, Kronos, if you need to take a break or anything, don't worry about it at all. Streaming on Wi-Fi is a big no-no. I know, Des, but I can only jack like one thing in at a time. And it's the Wi-Fi. There aren't like any other ports. As Limp Bizkit said, look into these eyes, then you'll see the size of these flames. Get a splitter, we have loads. That actually is... Hold on a second, let me actually write that down. Because that's one of these amazing and simple ideas that honestly didn't occur to me in the least. I can make that something to look into. Hello, Brain Meats. I can make that something to look into when I get the stimulus check. Megic! Hello, Megic. I'd love to spend more time with Megic, but I think we're well acquainted by this point. Making people remember Fred Durst should be a crime punishable by execution. Oh, you missed it the other day. We had a whole new metal like Fred Durst thing going on there. Maybe it's for the best that you slept in. Now, I think I need to clear out my poppet. No, don't do that. Poppet is triangle. Or not? Oh, it's just gotta slow down. Okay. We got gun. We've got the fake imbo. We've got the multi-shotgun. I will admit that break stuff makes a decent Clan Bruh song pick. Not Faith No More's gentle art of making enemies, because nobody likes the Bruja. Or the Bruja. I'm never sure if they wanted it pronounced with the J or not with the J. Let's see, we got free play, deathmatch, team deathmatch, invasion, splatable, and free play. We'll do 3 minutes. No point limit. 20 health is fine. Map select. Should we do the spooky graveyard? Because, like, spooky graveyards are pretty spooky. We've done Spaceport before. I think we've done Juggle Bridge. I think we're gonna do spooky graveyard. And then press X. And there we go. We were talking the last episode about how kind Sir Durst, not the best director in the world, got super jacked between the time that I saw him opening for Faith No More and the time like Limp Bizkit started putting out videos. Random fact for the day, J's in Finnish are usually pronounced as Y's. That's kind of cool. Where are my enemies? Did I forget to pick enemies? Hirunda? I think I totally did, didn't I? I have a gun-shaped object that turns into a cane-shaped object, but not the vampire cane. It's set between 1 and 4 players. I don't know what this weapon is doing, but it's giving us an Aurora Borealis. Free play is enemy less. Okay. Yes, baby, give me an Aurora Borealis. Much better than David Boreanaz. That's a guess, but he does seem kinda sort of a little bit douchey. Oh, I like this. Oh, it's got like random shots? One of these days, we'll have to get around to Bloodborne. I wouldn't expect it anytime soon, but I do like the idea of a gun cane. Oh, what is going on with that? Stand by for delivery. Wait, I just summoned a box? You can use L1 and R1 to fire both guns. Wait, what? What is this? My friend, what are you? Oh, I like that it does the little doodly doodly. What happened to my other gun? Oh, there it is. Oh, I see. Okay, so that makes so much more sense. I'm cheesed that I never got the Nightmare Before Christmas pack. I recognize those materials. Yeah, I kind of missed out on that one too, LP. Epic Robot is epic. It's one of those things, like, I didn't pick it up because I honestly had very little interest in the property. But then seeing the actual materials and decorations, they're really quite nice. Thanks, Disney. You're great, Disney. Fake Impo is simulated dual wielding. Oh, I like that. Oh, there we are. Okay. Enemy type. Glorbs, zombies, Robofiosos, but not all maps are available with this enemy type. I kind of want to do the Robofiosos. LBB Sport balanced on an egg. Yeah, balanced on an egg, balanced on a needle. Balanced on a particularly twitchy badger. Let's do test arena. That should work. Oh, there we are. Alright, now we want the fake Imbo. What is this, like, giant dude up here? Is he like the Mafia's evil beast? Or is that my evil beast? Because it's not trying to hurt me. Oh, did the epic robot, was it so epic that it stayed in the room? It seems like it's just here to make you sad. Alright, Roby Mafiosos. It's time for the multi-shotgun. Can't just go around shooting me, that's not cool. I feel like I'm totally cheating. It seemed to have gained sentience. Only sane option is to kill it and seal it away for the betterment of mankind. I mean, that's usually the way we go about these things, Kronos. I think, Enigma, you can only get it balanced on the hand grenade after it's being thrown with significant levels of Temporis, Celerity, or Demontate, because Demontate always works. Someone reappropriated a Chicago police radio and is jamming police comms by broadcasting songs on it. That is awesome. That is maybe the only happy news to have come out of all of this crap that's going on now. It's a whole thing, and then some, Alpi. For anybody who didn't come in from the Twitter, but I do have a list of bail organizations that are around the country, because the Minnesota Freedom Fund met, like, their goals, and they were asking folks to donate to other groups that could help out. And since the police are rioting everywhere right now, a list of alternate bail organizations. Yes. I've retweeted that thread of bail funds as well. If you follow me, it should be on my timeline. I'm not gonna push anybody to toss in anymore because I know I asked last week, or I asked on Thursday. But if you do find yourself with like 2 or 3 extra bucks even, I'm sure that there are a lot of people that could use your help right now. Hiduna, I really like the new weapons. No, I think we're okay. Yeah, it might have just been you. I'm really enjoying the new weapons, Hiduna, and I'm really looking forward to... Although I like the ghost version. I should have kept the ghost version. But if I kept the ghost version, then I would lose my sticker. To Maine, it's an Australia-New Zealand thing. The ramen place is opening on June 4th. June 4th sounds better than May 1st, that's for sure. Are you gonna go grab some ramen? I'm sure they'd be very happy to see you again. But just do have a care. Secrets of the Red Canyon. New adventure starts. By Red Shadow. 80... Wait, is that an 88? We're gonna skip that one. I doubt it's meaningful or significant, but I don't really feel like playing anything with an 88 or a 14 in it today. Oh, did I miss something from Ankle Breaker? I'd feel really bad if I can't scroll up the chat. Is what appropriate? I'd rather not go blind ramen eating, although that'd be a way to go. Speaking of new adventures, I finished building my first adventure level yesterday. Nice. Oh, now I get it, Des. Okay. A 4-port gigabit network switch. Okay. I should be able to track that down. I can't imagine it would be a significant issue. Oh, the way I see it, Albie, like, it's... I don't think that the topic is inappropriate. I think it's definitely a fair game topic. I would just ask that the more graphic descriptions, particularly because it is a family-friendly stream, would be left out, but I think it's an important enough topic, and it's definitely something that people might want to get off their chest, that I'm not going to stop folks from talking about it. I was certainly not expecting anything that was going to knock COVID off the headlines, but I guess we live and we learn. These are very awkward jumps. And this is not the prettiest level I've ever seen. And you can go all the way in the background. Oh, I love it. Pinky Girl finds some good levels, but I'm kind of wondering about the levels that she produces. For perspective, I did not name the particular song that was being broadcast on the radio. I can guess now that you pointed it out like that. Yeah, I think just as long as we can avoid like really graphic depictions of violence, which honestly probably we should for people's well-being anyways. The topic itself is not off the table. An anarchist from London recently published a book about riot medicine for free online. It talks about how to organize, treat wounds in the field with limited equipment tactics for use while rioting. I saw a tweet about that. And that looks really quite unfortunately useful. Oh, thank you. We finally we did made it. Can you whisper it to Hive or Kronos, because we've got the links turned off in the chat? Yes. I don't know if you were here for it, like, I think it was last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. We had this really awful spate of bots for a while. Oh, piffle with this. I'll always support Pinky Girl's level recommendations, but I don't think I could throw my weight behind that particular level. Okay, yes, and definitely give it to Hive. I love how the very first obstacle is anti-odd sock, right? Right? We got one from Jazz Omega though. I would love to get Jazz Omega to drop by the chat. They have been really just amazingly supportive on YouTube. And I kind of feel bad that I have to keep asking them not to say man, but, you know, otherwise. How did that level have a level LBP1 badge? Oh, you know why, Kronos? Because the animation is screwed up. For some reason, when you go into a level, and it shows you, like, fly down to the moon and into the level badge itself, it actually shows you, like, the last one that you looked at. I don't know why it does that. Hello, D. I am Mark D. Naruhodo. I might talk weird, but that doesn't mean, D, anything. I forgot a gift for my mother at the other end of the house. I'm sure you knew that. But she should be coming here any time now. Can you please get it? I'm not going to read all the extra Ds. There's only one set of extra Ds that we need, and that's Tenacious Ds, not the other one. I wonder if we miss the timer, if the mom character comes out and attacks or something. Here's a tweet that the ever-helpful Overkill Rabbit talked about. Yes. Oh, come on. Really, though? Do we need the other D, and that D is vitamin D? I actually spent most of the day either walking or sleeping today, so... Oh, that's definitely the one. Nothing to see here. Oh, it's a limited life checkpoint. I actually love that. Zanen. I think we'll return pod. I do wonder what, like, I mean, I guess in the US right now it's tomorrow. Or no, it's yesterday. Whatever. The next daylight period is going to be looking like in the US, because the last thing that I saw was that the police were, like, trapping people. All these cities put out curfew orders, and at, like, super short notice. Like, the one in Los Angeles was 14 minutes before the curfew was started. But the cops shut down the freeways, public transportation, and raised bridges, so nobody could actually leave. So, I mean, it looks like a big arrest push, which probably means a big police violence push By probably, I mean it's 99.9% guaranteed. At least going from the past 2 days of police activity. Oh yeah, I mean this is just, like, this has been a horror show the entire time. The only option is to play Voltaic. Cops got rough with John Cusack for filming what was going on. I noticed that as well. I haven't been following any of John Cusack, but I would rather that the cops weren't roughing up anybody at the moment. But there's been... yeah, there's... To keep things within the realm of the non-graphic, there's been a lot of roughing up going on. Like, above and beyond what would even be vaguely considered acceptable. Can I, like, do you think I can jump through here? No, of course not. Oh, I go behind. It is a spooky mouse lair, and I like these spooky mice. I think these are pretty jammin' mice. It's a pretty oldie, Kronos. There's absolutely the chance that you played this before. Oh, nice little jetpack. Also, can I point out this glorious and beautiful visible logic? The hallmark, and I mean this in the best way, of LBP levels. I do miss that. But we kind of... seems like we screwed something up. Was I supposed to grab these? Oh, there we go. Alright. I didn't notice. It looks like it'd be featured on the LBP... the Game of the Year LBP version. Wait. My mom gave me a money plant. Does grow on trees. Your kid's the cutest as... I'm pretty sure that this is like... this has been decreed. But that's a 3-player. We don't need 3-player. Ah, that's our last one. Gotcha. Cops have also been roughing up people on their porch for breaking curfew. Yes, I saw that. And actually, this is a big spooky one, and for anybody, I don't think anybody in the chat is in Colorado, I think it was. But there was... so the court order for the curfew, I think this is Denver, maybe. Crumbs. I might have retweeted it, but anyways. Basically defined any public space as any privately or publicly owned space. I don't know how that works, but that would include houses. I did tweet a pic of alongside our Star Wars Death Star plant. I'll check that out, Des. The GOT version of LBP Wins featured special campaign that featured levels made by the community. I never got to play the GOTY version. And now I regret that because I didn't realize it was actually a campaign. I thought it was just kind of, just levels I could find myself. One of the levels was actually made by Otera. It was called E-Nauts, and is currently playable. Ooh, I would like to check that out. Achoo. Yeah, I suppose we could have expected that. R1. Okay. I don't know why that worked, but, you know, I'm okay with it. Well, don't ruin the secret. Gross. Oh, I see, I see. Alright, so we should be able to... No? Like, I can see what they want us to do. We want to get into the U-shaped device. Right. Eh? Oh, that's why the R1! Right, because it'll keep us from bouncing. Oh, come on! Also, nice finite life checkpoint. And I mean that in absolute honesty. Alright, Rat Ruler's Castle. I see your ploy. You're not generally super spoily, Kronos. I mean, you've never spoiled any story beats when we've been doing levels. When we've been doing long forms. And that's, like, kinda all I'm asking for. E-Nauts. Is not. Negativtron's a big alien thing. It's gonna suck up Craft World. Next thing you tell me Craft World's not real either. Oh, what is our good news? I just saw that Hive had actually said that. Yes, Hive, spoil us with your good news. Oh wait, was I supposed to ride that? First news, frankly immoral, dangerous, possibly illegal automated debt recovery system in the Australian government invested in and... Hold on a second here. Invested in and tried to expand has been scrapped because audits have proved that most of the debts raised were falsely raised, and the government is going to have to account for those debts in their budget and refund everyone who is coerced into paying their debts. That is awesome news. That is very, very good news. Because screw those jerks. I think that's PG-13 these days, right? We could say screw those jerks. Nani? Thank dogs, though. And the last thing we need is getting people into even deeper debt cycles than everybody already is. It was literally killing people, but the government only cared when they got taken to court, strangely enough. Fancy that! The government not caring about people too weak to fight back? I would never have thought I would have seen the days. Screw those jerks as baby swears. Okay. Then I think we're safe. Wednesday is going to be Doot, so that's when we get to break out the big girl swears. Second news. Oh, yes, this is great news. Dragon Quest's terrible war crimes denying and homophobic composer is no longer the composer for the Dragon Quest series. Yes. This is good. Cause he's like he's just a giant, he's just a D-nozzle. Oh, is it finished already? Oh, ick, Des, ick. That's really gross. Yeah, I was really happy when I heard about that, the Dragon Quest chap. Cause he needed to be gone long ago. But at least he's gone now, cause I can't imagine Dragon Quest is going to be going anywhere for a couple of series yet. Are you kidding me? Thousands of pounds of food. Blood actually boiling? I didn't think that was a thing that blood could actually do, but it is boiling. Now of all freaking times, too. To be safe due to the virus while the lockdown was tighter. I'm not, like... I'm not entirely surprised by the reaction. I wish I would have brought... I would have bought DQ9 back in the day when I was too young and naive to know much of anything. Right? Rabbits? Would it be fair to you to play a demo just this once? No particular reason, I just like watching people play it. Ha! Kronos, I would be pleased. I would be pleased and delighted to play demo. Been a fair few people doing things they thought was harmless fun during COVID lockdown, and it took as serious health concerns. And legitimately so. Legitimately and unsurprisingly so. I mean, hell, that kind of crap isn't even cool without the COVID. There's always more than enough little germs floating around. Germs and buggies and bacterias. That was the most delightful little do ever, and I kind of love it. Oh, it's, yeah. Going off soon. Gardening to do, front garden is best. Oh, Des, the, question really quick before you do go. The roof, the skylight that was successful? No injuries? What just happened? Good to know. Then best of luck with your gardening. I hope that it works out splendiferously. The gear just said no, right? I'm glad that wasn't just me. Oh darn, we just lost the game. Is that how that worked, right? Like you think about the game and then you lose the game? I forget. Fancy kids with your memeses and your long cats. What do I know? Nothing. Have a wonderful night, Dez's kids. It is always wonderful to have you in the chat watching the stream as well. Take good care of your mom and dad. And we will see you next time. Ah. Your kids are so sweet, Des. Like, honestly, I'm gonna get that picture printed and framed. Because it's probably one of the nicer things that anybody has done, like, completely at random for me. They're not good at sharing sometimes. I mean, are any of us, really? Who do you support, Long Cat or... Oh, okay, I get it. I guess Trogdor against them both? I'm not sure if they ever fought, but I'm sure it would be epic. I'm so bad at sharing, like, I do it, but against a better judgment. Why can't I just eat this can of Pringles and live my own life? Mood, Kronos? Now what you could do, Kronos, I'm not gonna say that you gotta do it, but you could do. You could get like 2 of those kind of 1/3 size cans of Pringles, and then you could have an entire can of Pringles to yourself, and still, like, somebody else can have some Pringles. I'm not saying it's a genius level idea. Excuse me, Spikes? I'm sorry, excuse me, Spikes? We were learning to be better people here. You can't just stab me like that. Jerks. Now, how is this gonna work? Oh, we got a grappler. It's not even Baki. Remember, 4-port gigabyte network switch, small hub of ports. I gotta put down the 4-port gigabyte. Yosh. There used to be this version of Pringles where the joke was literally written on every chip. Joke on one side, punch on the other. That sounds terrible. Who eats Pringles one at a time? Like, what kind of menace to society does that? You gotta at least do the duck's bill with the 2 Pringles, and you put them like back to back in your mouth so it looks like you've got a duck's bill. You need to set up speech to text and then watch stream in sound only. Oh! That's actually, like, a thing? Yeah. 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 Did I want to do that? I guess maybe I did. Tiny nibbles. The best way to eat Pringles is tiny nibbles. You know, Enigma, some people just gots to be contrary. And usually that's my job, but I see you're kind of going for my thunder here. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who liked it because they got discontinued in mere weeks. Were the jokes any good, Kronos? I once saw a cursed video where they poured milk on a table, poured cereal on the milk, and then a bowl on top of the mess. I mean, it sounds eminently sensible. That's what sensible people do. Possibly even more worrisome than the 1 Pringle at a time people. What's going on here? Alpi, Kronos, Hirunda? Is there a, like... This is the end times, right? A gyroscope. Gotcha. I thought something fancy had happened. Now that I think about it though, that's actually kind of, like, visually I don't think it works, but it's kind of a neat little thing to do. That's bad, definitely bad level design. Are we locked? Maybe there's a switch over here. There were secret points in this level, and I did not know there were secret points in this level. We have been cheated unjustly of our secret points. Appreciate the audio cue. That's good. Is there any other cue to let us know how much we need to do this? Back to Weird Snacks. There was this one Skittles where there was white Skittles instead of blue, question mark instead of the S. The white Skittles are coming back for Pride, if I recall correctly. Because, you know, corporate marketing and stuff, I guess. What do you want, Level? I pulled your crank, Level. Wasn't that enough? Wait, I can't tell. No, that's just a red butterfly. It might have been a Sigma. Oh, come on. You let me get all this way, and then you go sideways on me? Level, I'm very disappointed. There's nothing to grab over there. There's a Smarties box that was all white. It was designated as a template to submit your own Smarties box design for prizes. Schnikes. I mean, I do have a buffering flywheel over here, Alpy. So, you might not be the only one. Which means that nobody can hear me. I've got a buffer wheel. So that sucks. Maybe that is a signal, though. I'd love to noodle out what the problem is with this level, but... yeah, I mean, I think nobody's got, oh, good. At least you hear me loud and clear. I think nobody's got particularly good internet at the moment. I can see the stream! Yatta! That's definitely not the case, Kronos. I mean, it hasn't worked for me. I keep on wanting to hear, you know, from just random rich people on the street, yes, love, we're just gonna throw money at you. Take it, take all the monies. I have yet to hear that even once. So I think your hypothesis is perhaps flawed. Hiduna, it was wonderful having you in tonight. We're just gonna do, I think, demo and then wrap things up, but if you need to get yourself some sleep, by all means get it. And, we'll be back on Wednesday with Doot. Doot 2016. We all hear what our self-loathing wants us to hear. I mean, you're not wrong, Hive. But at the same time, I kind of want to tell my self-loathing to go stuff itself. Kronos, were you just looking for a demo, just like straight up a demo? Let's do it. It is decided. Huzzah! I'm hopefully going to work more on Painfair stealth stuff. Something to show hopefully by next week. Well, remember, Hidunda, next week is going to be Dreams. So if you need a little bit of extra time, don't worry about it. Buttons! I am so glad that you caught the end. We're going to do this one last level, and then we're going to wrap things up. The internet seems like it's getting a little bit shaky, but How are you doing? Is everything around you stable? Relatively safe? We are not playing a dumb level, Kronos. We are playing a genius level. Wait, is Enigma Soul being played by Ralph Wiggums? Oh, it's gonna be a YouTube video. Gotcha. I had no idea. Things are pretty safe where I am. That makes me really, really happy to hear. I hope that you and yours continue to be safe, because I'm remembering correctly, right? You are in the States? But if you are in the States, if you're not, hopefully also you're safe. But if you are in the States, it is pretty tweaky there right now, so please do stay safe. You live in the Chicago suburbs? I mean, I guess you're not in Chicago proper. That's a lot better. But my friends aren't great now. Well, I don't gotta tell you to check up on them, but I'm sure they'll be happy to know at least that you're thinking about them. You got them in your brain meats. But the main reason I wouldn't tell you to check up on them is because I'm sure that you already know to check up on them. Right. Why don't we remember that we have a dodge? Dodging works. It's not a stealth technique, it's not a secret technique. Axe! Interesting, all these stages were designed under different states of mind. Zagatar, are you in... No way! I honestly had absolutely no idea. Then by all means, the Chicago Suburbs Gang represent, I suppose. I mean, some people would say that Milwaukee is a Chicago suburb. I would not agree with those people, but, you know... Although, honestly, Milwaukee's pretty big for a small town, because it feels like a small town. Listen, if everything could stop shooting at me, that would be... it would be great. Okay. Clutch. Killer. I forget what the big zappy laser is, Kronos. I'm probably doing it wrong. Zaga's been coming around for a while to the streams, on and off. A decent chap. A nice kid. R2. Gotcha. I think maybe my charge wasn't ready, Kronos. Oh, I am just eating all sorts of poop. The poop eating is real. Not actually real, please don't worry. Oh god. No! I'm more in the New Orleans suburbs myself. I haven't heard of anything going down in my area. I'm really glad to hear that, Enigma. I don't know if I've heard anything myself out of New Orleans. Most of the news that I've seen so far has been Minneapolis, of course, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago. I know that there are protests going on in other cities, DeKalb, I think as well. But I don't know if there are police riots going on in these other cities. There's a big list of places that are under quarantine, Janoctet, that are under curfew, though. Still got that flywheel. Oh, hold X. Hi. Of course, Kronos. I always do appreciate a chance to get back to your demo stuff. And one of these days I'll actually remember all the controls. It'll be genius. Alright, we want to remember that we could tank the red dots, because we can never remember to actually shoot the other ones. And by shoot, I mean change colors. Because they have the same meaning. Red dots, thank you. Red dots. Chicago has been rough. They announced a curfew of 9 at 9 p.m. Right? Like, I've been seeing a bunch of crap like that. Shutting down CTA access trains to downtown and raising the bridges too. Sorry, I missed like the very, very last part of that. Raising the bridges downtown, trapping protesters out after curfew. Right, it's like, it's basically tailor-made to get arrests. And we're just hoping that it's just arrests. Although that may be a vainglorious hope. Ask on LSRS if you need good advice. I need a good reason to impose my non-existent wisdom. Oh no, you know, you keep selling yourself short like that, Kronos, and you're gonna start believing it. And that would make me sad. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. Zap Brannigan is a big D-bag. It is known. Okay. Give me more red dots. Give me the happiest red dots. Thank you. Schnikes. Schnikes! Schnikes! I love these little bouncy attacks, by the way, Kronos. Give me a second, Enigma. I can't quite check right now. Buggery! Wah! I gave up myself years ago. It's not so bad. Just have to keep the brain busy. Self-loving doesn't have to kick in too hard. It's gonna make me want to. I'm gonna have to do a freaking world tour and give cupcakes to people. God damn it! Gosh darn it! I think that probably pushes us to our PG-13 rating. I'm waving a heavy piece of metal at the screen right now because I have one of these in my house. I have several. This is my S-bar, but I'm disapprovingly waving it at you. Do need to do more work on the story mode, though. Right. Aside from, like, the really weird screw-up with the internet in the middle of the stream, this was a really good one. I'm glad that everybody almost, except for Patrick, Last chance, Patrick. Floaty fluid. I'm glad that everybody dropped in and that I could kind of check up with everybody, make sure that you're all doing well. Something that's pretty important to me. I'm doing about as well as able. We're going to see what the unemployment office, I almost said orifice, that's not quite right. The unemployment office says tomorrow. Hopefully that'll work out. As far as the streams, even though I said it like 12 times already, the Wednesday, Thursday will be Doot. Sunday will be Dreams. Of course, considering the graphic nature of Doot, there is no reason to assume that it is a family-friendly stream. As long as we are within the bounds of non-bigotry, basically let your F-bombs drop. To an extent, you know, don't overdo it, but anyhow, I shall feed upon your disapproval and find further cause. We're gonna talk about this, but all of you, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carlos, take care of those eyes. Anybody who needs sleep, get your sleep. And particularly to Zogatar and Imaginary Buttons, because even though you're on the suburbs, you are kind of close to Chicago. Keep yourselves safe in particular. But from me, Risco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, thank you. Arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.